So it's the last weekend of July. My sidekick Lila and I are heading to the north branch of the Susquehanna River, like we typically do when we're back here in Bloomsburg, where we live now. River conditions have been kind of, well, squirrely all year long, super high. Over the past week or so, we've had some really high conditions near flood level again. I can't remember the last time I actually fished the river when it was clear water. Usually by this time of year, it's really clear, beautiful water. Well, we're going to run up, probably see Brian and Dan at 5 Mountain Outfitters if the water really does kind of stink and it's really high. But, I don't know, Lila, I think we're going to get anything?
Yeah. Well, we can hope.
We can always hope. Been out now for a few minutes. Visibility is, I don't know, 3 inches or so up here. A little creek mouth here, some really clear water coming out of it. Unfortunately, it's not affecting much into any deeper water. Spooked a couple of bass when I was paddling over some submerged grass. Most of the grass beds are pretty well submerged. And it's chocolate milk out here, so I think I had 1 hit so far. I was just up in here around the creek mouth, cleaning some rocks and so horrible condition right now. So in comparison to the river clarity, there's your creek clarity there. Crystal clear. As I pan out here to the river, mud. So I've been working the edge here between the clear water and the mud. I've spooked a couple of smallies, found one really big smallie. I actually paddled right over him in some of this grass. But he didn't even care that I was even like paddling straight over top of him. So at least right here, the fish seem to kind of be in shock a little bit from this crazy, muddy summer we've had. So right now, like I said, Lila's still over here playing around a little bit, snooping around in the rocks here at the mouth of the creek. hours, if that, on the water. We just got off, mid-afternoon now. We got kind of a late start. The fishing was horrible. Wind got up really bad, gusting really good. It's about 76 degrees right now outside. The river's still up, fast, only a couple of inches visibility out in the middle. So we decided to go on the shore and just search around and wingnut over here.
Frying pan!
And treasure hunting. Found a nice little camp frying pan when we do any overnights. And then played around with rocks and digging around under rocks for crayfish. And, well, it's one of those days where if you take a kid out on the water and the fishing sucks, there's still other stuff you can do, right? So take them exploring, let them paddle around. There were a few smallies out there. Didn't see any muskies roll on us, but a few small smallies up in the submerged grass. But they were like, I don't know, they just weren't reacting to anything. You could paddle right over top of them. A couple of them got spooked, but other than that, they just sat there staring at us. They're like just amazed how muddy it's been this year, just like we are. But Lila, what did you think about exploring when the river stunk so bad?
Sadness.
Yeah, someday we might actually get some clear water and be able to get back out there on the river in like a normal pattern for the summer. So, anywho, here's to another weekend on the river. Hopefully it'll get better. Hopefully we'll have some clear water to catch more fish. So thanks for watching Fishyaker. As we always ask, please be sure to subscribe to the Fishyaker YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and we'll catch you on the water.
Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.